Good morning, everyone. Yeah, welcome to attend this webinar. This webinar, actually, the purpose of this webinar actually is for your students, okay? And it's for your student undergraduate to learn the digital solution for the construction industry, especially the build space. Let me show my face for a while. Okay, actually I'm Chiu. Okay, I'm the founder of Build Space. Okay, yeah. So I think most of you didn't see me before, unless you are because you are still students. Okay. Okay. I will talk about my background. Okay. I off my screen. Okay. So the Build Space actually is a digital solution for the developments and construction projects. Okay, so I introduce a little bit about my background. Actually, I am started with the BuildSoft distributor in Malaysia since year 2000. Okay, I think some of the university are still using the BuildSoft. Okay, so I'm the one who supplied to your university. Actually, in year 2000, I still study like you now. Actually, I'm from TAR College. Okay, in the year 1996, I enter into TAR College, and then 2 years for certificate, and then 1 year diploma, and then another 2 years for advanced diploma. So 2000 actually is my first year advanced diploma. Okay, why I got this business? Okay, because during my semester break, actually, I also used to work part time with the contractors to become the the site supervisor and also the site QS. But I found that actually I'm not interested because I don't like measurement. Okay, so when I come back to study on advanced diploma, so I think during coincidentally that time we have an assignment. Okay, we need to do some assignments. So my assignment actually is a construction IT. So I go to look for all the construction software available in the market. So I found the BuildSoft. So during that time, actually BuildSoft is not so widely used yet, but already have some company are using. So so I started to talk to them. During that time, it's through email only. Okay, so I email to them, and then they give me the trial version, and then have to have for me to trial. So after trial, okay, and then I do some survey to the market. I go to individual, each QS firm to do some survey. What are the software they are using? But I found that most of them still using Excel. So that's why I decided to become their distributor lah. Okay, so promote to the QS firm and also the contractor in Malaysia. Okay, but also I promoted to Indonesia also, and also the Brunei market also. Okay, so this is how I start. Okay, so I hopefully you guys also have your vision, what you want to do after graduate, not decide after you graduate, only decide what you want to do. Okay, so in year 2000, I started become BuildSoft distributor. After I graduate, actually 2001, I went to because the TAR College, they have a training program in UK 3 months. So after I come back from 3 months, I full time, okay, to do this business, become the distributor. Okay, so in 2006, I managed to promoted sell to the JKR, our CQB department. JKR actually is our government department. Actually, they are under their project, this one, the Cawangan contract Uko Bahan. Okay, they are using BuildSoft, okay, to prepare their BQ in year 2006. And in year 2009, actually, our government, the CIDB, and also the JKR, actually, they collaborate to develop the e-tendering system, okay, for they call the National E-Tendering System, but failed, actually, okay. So that's why in year 2011, okay, I have been called for meeting because JKR are using the BuildSoft to produce a BQ. So they want to see how the BQ can import to their e-tendering system. So that's why during that time, I met my co-founder. Actually, my co-founder is a technical, is an IT guy. I'm the QS, okay, I'm studying QS. Okay, so during that time, I met my co-founder, and then we decided to form our own company, okay, the Global Estimating, to develop the Build Space in year 2011, okay, December. Okay, so it's not easy if you want to develop your own product. Okay, this is our journey. In year 2012, actually, for the whole year, we spent on R&D, okay, to develop our Build Space Pro. Actually, we have two products. One is Pro, one is E-Project. Pro is our initial product. It's more on the BQ, okay. So in 2013, actually, we launched our Pro, okay, and then we managed to sell to some of the BuildSoft existing user, okay, the QS firm to use our system to produce a BQ. Okay, and year 2014, actually, we have opportunity to commercialize one of the R&D project from CIDB. Okay, so that's why we have the E project come out. Okay, and then in year 2015, actually, we promote to some of the well-known property developer like Ecoworld, SP30, and Samdabi. Okay, in year 2015, but during that time, actually, our system is not so matured. So, but they like our BQ, so that's why we further enhance our system, our e-tender and contract management system in year 2015 onwards. Okay, and then from year 2016 and 19, actually we do a lot of the pilot testing and simulation for the Ecoworld, Paramount, Samdabi property, and also the MRCB and Sunway also. Okay, and fortunately, that's our turning point. Okay, in year 2018, Gamuda actually they're using our system. Okay, and then they fully implemented up to their overseas project. Okay, Gamuda Land, they have their development project in Vietnam, so they already implement over there also. So yeah, that's why this is our journey. And then coming soon, we have a more and more property developer is on board, so we need more and more people to support. Okay, that's why we have this webinar. Okay, and in year 2019, last year, actually we have an investment. It's a private investment, invest into our company, and then actually it's to planning for our this year, reaching out, okay, to the most of the property developer and main contractor and other construction industry player. Okay, so these are how our journey. Okay, so why we have idea of BuildSpace? Because the manual works. Okay, because the BuildSoft, even though I sell the BuildSoft, most of the company they use to produce a BQ only. But after that, the tendering comparison, the contract management, the claim, all this, all inside the Excel. Actually, is a lot of manual works. Okay, and also in efficiency. Okay, because the Excel, I can tell you, most of the people they still using Excel. So that's why in efficiency, because it's you cannot Excel is very flexible, but it's difficult to monitor actually. And also the non-collaborative, that means you cannot multiple person working at the same Excel sheet at the same time. Okay, so that's why we have BuildSpace, okay, to automate the system and also to streamline the workflow and provide a collaborative platform. Okay, so this is our BuildSpace, the game changers for the industry. So this is our solution. We have the E project and also the Pro. E project actually we cater, you can see our market segment here. So this one, the E project is more cater for the property developers, governments, or main contractors, okay, or the quantity surveyor. Now we target on the quantity surveyor to use our E project to implement their E tender and E contract management. And the Pro actually we target for the subcontractor, okay, or the tenderers, okay. So the Pro actually, because now you know the traditional method, okay, traditional method tendering, the client will issue the hard copy, okay. And then if you are the tenderer, you have to buy the hard copy and then you go back, you have to do it inside the Excel. Okay, so actually we want to change this the way the traditional method. Let's say the client using eProject to call for the tender. So for those tenderer, okay, if they have the Pro, so they can work easily to tender their project. Okay, so this is our idea. Want to replace the Excel actually. Okay, so this is our user marketplace. Okay, and then we actually the BuildSpace actually the digital transformation for the QS work processes. Okay, we want to throw away all the manual work processes and traditional method of the work processes into the digital. Okay, I can show you one of the our entire workflow. Okay, you can see from here. This entire workflow, and I think you study in QS also, you need to familiar this workflow also. Okay, because this is a fixed workflow that you need to do, even though for the property, if you join the property developers or the main contractors, okay, or the QS firm also, or you have to involve like prepare BQ or tendering, okay, recommendation of tenderer, list of tenderer, calling tender, close tender, technical opening, tender interview, extend tender, tender resubmission, technical evaluation. All this is a fixed process actually, okay. Like activate tender resubmission, calling tender, commercial opening, okay, and then up to the post contract. Okay, you need to activate the claim cert, update claim this one the site progress, and then update the VO, okay, and then submit for approval and final account. This is the entire work process for the QS. Okay, so that actually you need to familiar on all this workflow. Okay, you imagine, let's say if you don't have a system to cater, okay, most of your time is spent actually is spent on the Excel only, preparing the report, everything. So this is what I can see, and also the industry also know. Nowadays, the most of the QS actually they are not so professional because they're busy doing all these paperwork. So they supposedly as a QS they must professionally provide their cost advice or cost analysis to their client instead of spend time to do this all this report. Okay, so this want to change the way. Actually, the digital transformation for the QS is not to replace the QS, actually to make the QS more focused on their own this one professional. Okay, so I close this file. Okay, and then I go back to the slide just now. Okay, so the BIM-Space is actually the digital transformation for the QS work processes. Okay, especially for the construction industry also. And maybe you guys will ask me, is it cover BIM? Okay, frankly speaking, we are not BIM software. And then I want to ask you guys also, do you know what is a BIM software also? Okay, maybe I know some of the industry, this one, the vendor also, they misleading the user. Okay, some of the software they talk, they mention they are the BIM software, all this BIM software. Actually, the real BIM software is this software, Revit, ArchiCAD, Tekla, Bentley, and so on. This is a BIM software. Actually, BIM software is actually a design software. It's something like the AutoCAD. AutoCAD actually is a 2D or 3D, and then Revit actually is from AutoCAD also. It's a BIM, is another technology for the architect, okay, engineer to design. Okay, BIM software actually is a design software. Nothing related to the QS. Okay, whoever QS, any software that promote to the QS, they are saying that they are the BIM software. Actually, they are not BIM software, but they are BIM reader. Like BuildSoft also, they have the BIM software, but they not call BIM software. They call BIM reader because you only can read the BIM file. It's not to design. Yeah, so I think you guys need to make clear yourself what is a BIM software. And then for the QS, do you need to learn BIM software? I don't think so, because BIM is more on design. Okay, but of course you will touch a little bit on the design also. Okay, because it's benefit for you on how architect and engineer design the buildings or the anything. Okay, so I hopefully you guys know what is a BIM software and what is a BIM reader. Okay, so is it what is the purpose of the BIM? Okay, the purpose of the BIM actually want to auto generate the BQ. Because the BIM actually created from, if not mistaken, from US. Okay, because US they don't have the QS practice, they don't have the SMM, they don't have the this one the QS because they are not the Commonwealth country. The Commonwealth country only have the QS practice because we follow UK standard. Okay, so that's why this BIM, okay, when they design to come out, they want to automate everything. They want to automate the BQ description also. Okay, but actually it's possible, but provided all the architect and engineer they use the let's say for our country, okay, our country is using the standard method of measurement, let's say SMM2 or what. So they need to their library, they need to compliant with the SMM2. Okay, so the library actually, the BIM library, they call the BIM object library. That one is BIM object library actually is something like our SMM2. Okay, but I think in Malaysia don't have yet. Okay, although we have a platform MyBIM, all these are MyBIM platform, but they are not fully developed the BIM object library. Okay, so in order to fully automate the BQ, the BIM object library is the most priority task. Okay, but not only this one, but a lot of things that we need to consider also. Okay, a lot of things will change also on your pricing. Okay, your cost estimate, the method of your cost estimate also need to change if you change your SMM2. Okay, standard method of measurement. Definitely everything will change. So this one, if you're not take immediately, okay, see the effect. Okay, because our country is still practicing the SMM, standard method of measurement. So in this, I just want to you guys know what is a BIM software and then what is a BIM reader. BIM reader is just to read the BIM file and then auto generate the quantity. That's all. But the quantity it cannot use provided the BIM software is designed based on SMM. Only your BIM reader can be used the quantity. Okay, so you need to clear on this part. Okay, and then but in BuildSpace actually we have the schedule of quantity. Okay, our schedule of quantity actually we can import whatever measurement result from any software. Currently we are compliant with the BuildSoft. Okay, BuildSoft Qubit. Okay, if you're using BuildSoft Qubit, do the measurement, the 2D measurement or 3D measurement, so you can import to our schedule of quantity and link to our BQ. Okay, but we can study for any other software. We are open because we have our own technical team to do this. Okay, so hopefully you understand about what's a BIM. Okay, so of course, if you talk about time saving on digital solutions, okay, of course, it definitely save your time. Yeah, you can see the time saving if you implement. This is a real record that we get from our client. Okay, so it really save for every stage of the work process. Okay, like tender stage, award contract stage, and then payment stage, VO stage, and financial report stage, and final account. Okay, it can easily save more than 70% compared to current manual work process. Okay, I can show you. Okay, for example, I can overview a bit the system. Okay, let's say I go to this is a cloud-based. That means you can access from anywhere. Let's say after you graduate, you're working with any firms that they're using BuildSpace, you can access from anywhere actually. Okay, for example, I will show you how easy it call tender. Okay, within I think 10 minutes. Okay, let's say for example, I log into the system. I'm the QS. Okay, I log into the system. Log in. Okay, when you log in, you can see all these to-do tasks, okay? And then the post contract to-do list. And then you can see the project status. You can see how many projects under calling tender, post contract, recommendation of tender, and so on. And then if you want to see the overview of your financial status, very easy. You go to the dashboard, overview. You can see all your project, okay? Your budget, how much? Awarded contract sum, VO, saving, how much? Okay, you scroll down, you can see by work category, okay, like building works, hardscape work, infra works, M&E works, softscape works, okay, and then you can see the comparison. And then if you want to zoom in more detail, you can go to subsidiary, okay, because different developer have a different project, okay, so you can see this all the project, like let's say the Bandaraja, Amelia Cove, and Princess Bay, okay, so you can tick all, you want to generate all the project info, you can just generate and then it will come out. Okay, A cluster home, the budget how much, and then you award the contract sum, VO, and so on. This is a live data. Okay, in traditional method, everything need to prepare in Excel and then combine all in here. Okay, but this one no need. You just need to do your works here. Okay, and then it will automatically populate all this data. Okay, and then scroll down, you can see the bar chart. Scroll down, you can see the each different work category. Okay, for different project. Okay, and then you can see the bar chart here. Okay, so this is a summary. We call the management dashboard. Let's say you want to create a tender now. You want to call for a tender, you can go to project here. Okay, yeah, if you go to the project, you can see the list of the project over here. You can see from here. Okay, and then if you want to filter by project by the subsidiary or project, okay, by project township, you can filter by here. Let's say you can see Eco Ardens, so you can see all the Eco Arden project here. Okay, so let's say I want to create a new project, I can go to here. Very easy. So I go to add a new project here. Okay, I can go to select, let's say contract types, work category, let's say buildings, building works, subsidiary. Let's say this one project is for Eco Ardens. Okay, so I want to call for, let's say sample project tender project for education. Okay, site address, you can put any site address here. And then project description, let's say this is a mixed development. Okay, you can just save. Okay, so once you save, okay, you can assign the different, this one, the different project team. Okay, you can see from here, you can assign different project team into this project. Okay, but let's say don't, I want to call by myself everything. So I just tick here and then just go to save. Okay, so now I want to call for tender. So how? I don't know. So you can just go to the step here, project progress checklist. Okay, you need to complete all this step, only you can call for tender. Okay, the BQ preparation, okay, if you don't know, okay, you just click the see tutorial, or you can click view here, and then we'll bring you to the BQ site, okay, to prepare the BQ. So here you can prepare the BQ. Okay, the BQ, you can add the bill here, normal bill. Okay, bill number 1. I think some of you also see our BQ preparation already. Okay, so you can see the beer one. Okay, let's say if you want to import from Excel, I can show you. Let's say import from Excel. Okay, let's say you already prepare your BQ in Excel, so you can straight away import to the view space. Okay, yeah. In between, if you guys have any question, you can write down your question. Okay, so I open a sample BQ. Let's say sample file. Let's say sample BQ. Okay, so this is a BQ, the Excel BQ. You can import all the sheet. This is most of the consultant firm actually they prepare one element for one sheet. Okay, so you can see multiple sheet here. Okay, you can import all together. Okay, what you need to do is you need to remove all this. Let's say you already in Excel format. Okay, you want to import your past project or whatever. Okay, you need to remove this one because our system will automatically come out the description, unit, quantity. Okay, and then you need to make sure the first row actually is an element name, and then between the description have the blank row. That's all. And also this one you don't need. Okay, page total. Okay, and also the collection page. Okay, collection page also no need. Okay, that's all. Okay, and then you can import, but you might need to make sure every sheet also the same lah. Okay, so after that I go to the save. Okay, I save to D drive. Let's say D. Okay, so now I go back to the system. Okay, I can go to File, Import from Excel. I select. Okay, so you can select this file, open. So you can see you select, but you need to match a column. Okay, you open this one. You can see the column C is a description, D is a unit, E is a quantity, F is a rate, C, D, E, F. So you need to go back to the this one, the system, C, D, E, F. Okay, so import. So the system will preview first, and then you can tick all, quantity, rates, import. Okay, so when you double click, you can see imported already. You double click, of course, you can see imported already. And then this one is something like Excel. You can add the row. Okay, if you don't want, you can delete the row, or you can edit the description if you want. Okay, and then if you want to print out the BQ, you can just go to here, print BQ. You can print all. Okay, and then if you export to PDF. Okay, you can see if you print in PDF format. Okay, so you can see from here the PDF format. Okay, so it will auto generate the BQ format. Okay, so now the BQ is complete. Okay, let's say I want to show you a little bit on the schedule of quantity. Okay, if you go to schedule of quantity, actually here we can do import from, let's say I want to import from any BIM file. Okay, BIM file here. Okay, but currently we only do is import from Qubit. Okay, but we can explore more like import from Golden or Corsax or everything. Okay, because we have our own team to study their format, and then provided if they cooperate with us, and then we can make it more automate. Okay, let's say for example, what is the meaning of a schedule of quantity? Schedule of quantity actually for the multiple person to do the measurement first at the schedule of quantity. Schedule of quantity normally you don't have the BQ yet, maybe, so you can do the measurement first. Okay, so for example, let's say I go into here, I go to do some measurement. Let's say it's a frame. Okay, let's say for excavation. Okay, okay, and then I can go to here, unit, meter cube. Okay, so I can go to quantity here. Okay, quantity here, actually I can double click also, I can do the measurement here. Okay, and then go back, so you can see the quantity here, or I can go to another excavation for okay, this one R1. Okay, so you can separate also. Okay, and then this person also can go in to do the measurement. Okay, after you do the measurement, okay, this one it can be multiple person access to the schedule of quantity to do their individual measurement. Okay, so once they done the measurement, so we have a function here, link to the BI items. Link to BI items. Okay, you can see from here at the bottom, actually is the BQ. Okay, you can see the BQ here. Let's say work below. I want to link to this, okay. this excavation. So I go to the which item I want to link. Let's say these two, and then I can link to here. So you can see automatic link to here. If you close, and then if you automatically update the BQ also, you double click the BQ here, double click, you can see the quantity in blue color. If you double click, you can see, okay, the manual quantity item. That means you manually tap here, the schedule of quantity, you can see from here, the quantity. But you cannot amend any quantity here. You only can see. You cannot amend. If you want to amend, okay, you have to go to the this one, the schedule of quantity. You amend here. Actually, the purpose of this schedule of quantity, because some of the quantity you link to multiple items in the BQ items, so you can just update here. Okay, you can just update the quantity here. Okay, and then when you close, back, and then it will automatically, you need to recalculate, and then it will automatically update all the BQ items. If you double click here, you can see the quantity here, automatically update. Okay, so you can see the schedule of quantity, so you can see the quantity updated. So this is how to prepare the BQ lah, actually. Okay, the schedule of quantity, actually our intention is to import whatever beam measurement result and then link to the BQ items. Okay, so once your BQ is done, you can just publish to tender. Okay, publish. Yes, yes. Okay, so once you publish to tender, okay, so I can go back. Okay, and then if you refresh here, and then you can see my step done already. Tender document. Okay, I want to prepare a tender document. I go here, view. So I can upload whatever tender document here. Okay, so I can just go to upload. Let's say I upload some drawing from architect or engineer. Let's say I go to sample file. Okay, this one sample import file, e-project drawing, PDF drawing. Let's say I upload some PDF drawing here. Yeah, so you can upload the drawing. Okay, so once you're done, okay, let's say I go back here. Okay, so go back to the dashboard. Okay, so you can see done already. Then form tender. Okay, you view. You need to prepare form tender. Okay, so this is a form tender. You can edit the clauses if you want. You can click the clauses. You can change the clauses. Okay, if you don't want to change, you just click save. Okay, so this one done, and then I go back to home again. Okay, so you can see the three. Just now. Oh yeah, sample tender for project. Okay, so you can see the three completed. So now you need to put the list of tenderer. Okay, so you go to view. But before that, all your tenderer need to register into our system. Okay, so now I can call for tender. Okay, so my calling date is today. Okay, 11 o'clock lah. Okay, and then my closing, let's say I set to, okay, 12:30. Completion period, let's say 12. You want the months or weeks also can. Okay, and then the procurement method, let's say 2-bit or single bit. Okay, and then I can put my budget here, let's say 12. I can just put here the budget. Okay, and then the target site possession. Okay, you can set the target site possession, or let's say I select November 30th. Okay, so allow contractor to propose on completion period or not. Okay, or you want to disable the tender rate submission or not. Okay, no, I just tick here. Okay, and then technical submission, if you want, you can tick here and then can select technical submission. Okay, let's say I select this one. Okay, and then don't allow, and then I save. Okay, so and then I go down here and then I can select contractor. Okay, let's say I want to select this contractor, view space contractor 1, 2, 3. Let's say 3. Save. Okay, so you can see the 3 contractor here. Actually, we have the option to send expression of interest to notify the contractor whether they interested to participate or not. But I just skip this part. I just select manually, yes. Okay, and then submit. Actually, we have the approval process also, but now I want to, let's say everything done by me. I want to call for tender. So I just skip all this process. Okay, so a list of tenderer also. Okay, I skip. Okay, and then, okay, so now the final form is calling tender. Okay, so calling everything confirm already. Okay, you can put a tender invitation if you want, or I can just proceed. Okay. So now tender is calling. Okay, you can go back to the home project. You can see the status is calling, and then I go out, log out the system. Okay, so now I log in as a contractor. For example, I log in as a contractor. A contractor actually will receive the email. Okay, when there's any calling tender. Okay, so I log in as one of the contractor here. Okay, use another. Let's say build space contractor 3. Okay. Yeah, so they will see. You can see this message, e-tender message notification. If you click, you can see your company have been invited to participate the tender exercise. Okay, which project, and then the tender calling date and tender closing date. So if you want to access, okay, I want to access, I'm the contractor. So I just click this link. So I just log in as a contractor. So I can straight away see this project already. Or no, let's say for example I log in. Normally the contractor, when they log in, they will see this screen also. They will know how many calling tender project and also know how many awarded project to them. Okay, and then they can go to project here also. They can see all the calling tender project or the post-contract project. Let's say this calling, you can see just now this project, sample tender project for education. So if they want to price, they can just open this tender. Okay, and then it's very simple. They open this tender and then they want to download first. They want to download the tender documents. So they go to documents here, tender documents. So they can download whatever tender documents like the drawing. They can just open it and they can download individual, or they can go to action here, download all. Okay. So after they download, they want to submit tender. Okay. They go to submit tender here. So these three things they need to complete before they submit. Okay. So they go to here, open. So you can see three things haven't submitted. So first of all, the technical evaluation, but this one is a subject to the client. Some client, they didn't impose on technical evaluation submission. Okay, so but this one I said yes. So the contractor have to go to the form here. They need to take, let's say how many CEO they have, the experience, and then this one, the officer. So they can just tick from the screen here. Okay, so save. And then attachment, they need to attach any supporting document. Okay, so they can browse. Okay, and then they can just I just simply attach some file here. Okay, this one. Okay, so I go to upload attachment. Okay, so you can see two completed already. So now the tender rates, how? Okay, so if for the contractor they don't have our system, they can just go to here, BQ editor. Okay, so they can open the BQ, they can just go inside, they can just price it. But they cannot do anything lah. They only can key in the price, but they cannot edit anything. Okay, and then they can print out the BQ if they want. Well, we have the print out the BQ here, the BQ. Okay, so this one is for the big free for the tenderer. Okay, let's say if the contractor they have our BuildSpace Pro. Okay, so I go back here. Let's say this, I got the BuildSpace Pro. I can go to document here, tender document. I can download the BQ. You can see the BQ file here. I go to here. I click. I can download this eBQ file. Save. And then I sign out. Okay, or I can go to the here another tab. Okay, so I log into my own BuildSpace Pro. Okay, so you can see the screen here actually is a BuildSpace Pro. BuildSpace Pro is actually a light version of the BuildSpace. Okay, yeah, you can see this is a BuildSpace Pro login. Okay, so this contractor have the BuildSpace Pro, and then they can log in to the system, and then they can go to the BuildSpace tendering, and then they can import tender project, select. Let's say this file. Okay, this one EBQ. Open, import. Yeah, so you can see imported already. You double click. Same also, this contractor, they cannot do anything here, but they can use import rates. Okay, because we have the library. Okay, actually library, I can briefly show the library. Go to library manager with the resource library. Okay, material. Let's say all the material list here. Let's say for plywood. Okay, all this material, and then the schedule rates. Okay, is a build rate. If I go to master rates here, let's say you want to see the build rate for VRC concrete for this item. Okay, so you can see the material labor plan. So this is a cost library that most of the company they don't have. Okay, but in BuildSpace Pro we have. So that's why we are heavily promote our this BuildSpace Pro to the contractor and subcontractor to build up their own cost library. If you have this cost library, very easy. When you go to the tendering, if you got any tender, you just go into the BQ. You can go to the import rates. Okay, you can just go to the you can see at the bottom actually is your BQ. You can just go to take any BQ item. Okay, let's say this item I just simply price lah. Okay, let's say for excavation, import. Okay, they can just easily import like this. I import all the item lah, so easier. Let's say this one is concrete. Okay, they can just import like this. Okay, and then this one maybe I just choose another one lah. Okay, and then they can go out. Oops. And then the stair, this one, I just choose another rates, structural wall. Okay, they can easily price like this. Okay, they can just stick here, and then they can just stick here, and then they can browse to other items. They can just go to here, browse to others. Let's say hardcore or whatever. They can just tick from here, import. Okay, okay, let me to price everything, and then you can see the tender comparison more detail. Okay, when they submit the tender. Okay, so I just simply price every item here. Okay, so if you are the contractor, so you can just easily import the rates from your library. Okay, let's say for this. Okay, this one. Okay, and then this one. Okay, and then I go to another rates. Let's say for this one. Okay, this one already have. Then this one, I can just simply import lah. Okay, so I make sure every item have the price, so they can see the total price, and then our system also can generate the project analyzer, resource analysis. It can generate how much the total material cost, labor cost, machinery. If you double click, they can see the list of material. Let's say the this one, the crusher run. You double click, you can see reverse end. They need how many tons on this. You automatic generated. Okay. So this one is a benefit for the tenderer. And also we have the markup function. If they go inside, they go to build property here. They can just tick markup by items, markup by elements. Okay. And then they can go back to the elements here. They can just simply type the markup here. Let's say this one I want 10%. Okay. Or they can buy schedule rates. If they go to here, master rate, let's say for example, all the vibrate concrete, I want to mark up 10%. Okay. And then it will automatically mark up all the vibrate concrete 10%. If you recalculate, so automatically update the percentage. Or you can see, double click, you can see here, double click. So you can see all the vibrate concrete 10%. And then you can mark up by individual also. Here, let's say this one you want to 12%, you can just simply type. And then you can see the rate after markup. And then the total percentage markup, and then the rate total markup. Okay. And then this is the grand total after markup lah. Okay. And then they can easily see how much overall they mark up. Okay. And then the total profit. And then they can print out the BQ if they want to print out the BQ. But if they have this system, they don't need to print out. Okay. If they want to submit, you can see the rate is 80 million. Okay. After markup. Okay. So the export rates. Okay. Okay. So I can just go to the save here. So this contractor actually he can go back to the system here, the e-tender here, submit tender, go to tender here. They scroll down, they can select the file. So the rates here, open, submit. So you can see submitted. And then you scroll down, you can see 80 millions. Okay, and then it will auto generate this form, or they can print out the form tender. So this contractor can automatic go to print out the form tender. Okay, if the request submit by the client. Okay, and then all this amount is auto generated. Okay, and then when they submitted, their markup actually the client will not see. The submitter only see the final price. I will show you. Okay, let's say after the open tender. Of course, we have the addendum also. Our addendum is quite straightforward. Okay, I'm not going to show here. Okay, so let's say I close this one. Okay, so now I go back to become a client again. Okay, the QS. So I log in as a QS. Okay, so I can go to that project. You can see now, I think I call tender not even 20 minutes. Okay, so you can see this tender still calling. Okay, and then I can still check tendering. I go to the calling this one, open tender. I can see how many contractors submitted, but only one because just now I log in only one. And then if you open, you can see who submitted. Okay, this contractor 3 submitted, when is it? But these 2 not yet. Okay, so for example, they say I just want to, but you can see even though the submitted I cannot see the price also as a QS, because we have the SOP to handle the technical this one tender opening process. Okay, so now I want to extend the tender to close. Okay, I can easily go to back to here, the calling tender date here. I can just easily go to change the date to let's say today's date. Okay, I change to 11:30, close. Now it's close. Okay, so I just go to extend. Okay, so you can see the tender already close tender already. And then the contractor actually they cannot access already this time. Okay, they cannot access already. So now they can open. But if I go to open again, open tender, even though to close, but you open it, you cannot see the price also. Okay, because we have the tender opening process. We have technical opening also. You can see the technical also, how many submitted tender, just now only one. Okay, so if when you open also, you cannot see technical scoring also. Okay, so now I want to open the technical first. Okay, I can go to assign verifier. This one is subject to the company policy. They say they need to assign how many percent. Okay, but in this, I just show I approve only lah. Okay, 1% me. Okay, so I just submit. Okay, so I go back to the dashboard. I will get the notification, project dashboard. You can see my notification here, tender opening, technical opening, need my verification. So I go to view. So I confirm or reject. Okay, let's say confirm. So my technical opening is open. So when I go to tendering, technical opening, so you can see open already, view log. You can see view log who approve. Okay, who approve by who. Okay, and then I go back to technical opening. So I open this technical. So you can automatically see the score here. You can see. Okay, if you go to the report here, it will auto generate the report also. Okay, but the rest, BizSpace contractor 1 and 2 didn't submit, and then you can see this submit, and then you can go in detail to see their scoring. Let's say project organization chart. Okay, you can see but this one no submit, only the contractor 3. So you can see the contractor 3 here. Okay, this is a contractor 3, their score. Okay, their selection. Okay, this is for technical. Okay, and then I go to commercial. Commercial also the same. Okay, if the QS, actually if you use a traditional method, I tell you a lot of the arithmetic error you need to check. Okay, this is time consuming, and also the tender comparison report you have to type individual for individual contractor. Okay, so this one very easy. I just go to assign. Okay, I can just let's say assign myself to open, submit. Okay, so I go to the dashboard again. I will receive a notification here, open tender. I go to view, and then I can reject or confirm. Let's say confirm. Let's say you assign 5%, all the 5% need to approve first. You only can see the tender. So even though 4 approve, but the last one didn't approve, you cannot open also. Okay, so now open already. I go to open tender here. Okay, so you can see the view log also lah. And then I open this tender, so you can see the figure here. is auto-generated, and then you can print out tender opening form. But our tender opening form, actually, we only open the tender that have the rates, okay, have the price. So you can see only one, okay. So now you want to see the detail. I want to see the detail BQ. This one auto-generate also. You go to BizSpace, tendering. Okay. So the system will go to the detail for individual BQ items. So you can compare each individual item upon your tender open. Okay, so you can see the view tenderer. So you can see this tenderer just now. If you go in, you can see all the rates here. You can see, let's say frame. You can see all the rates here for this tenderer. You can see this one. You don't need to type. Now, if you're using traditional method, I think this report take few days to come out for the QS. Okay, but this one immediately. And also the QS want to compare. Let's say this price, how much I quote for the past project, I get from the previous contractor. They want to search. We have the historical rate here. So you just double click here. Okay, and then we'll automatic populate all it will search all the historical rate, okay, for this item. So you can see all the historical, okay, from year 2018, okay, 19 until now. Okay, so you can compare easily. You can search an item here also, okay, the BQ item description. So this one is our historical rate function. So we have the tender resubmission, all this also. Tender resubmission actually is a repeat the tendering process, but this one is very easy. The contractor, they can just simply key in the rates and then resubmit their rates easily. Okay, so this is a benefit. This is a digital transformation that we want to do for the industry right now. Actually, e-tender, we want to heavily promote our e-tender. So now already got a few developer already on board, and then coming soon, more and more developer on board. And then we want to promote our BizSpace Pro to all this tender. Okay, tenderer. Okay, so and then I can show you some of the post-contract benefit. Let's say I go back to the home. Okay, the benefit of the system is you can just easily search for any project information. Okay, I can just go to here. I can type filter project by title also can. Let's say this project is already in post-contract. I can just open it. Okay, and then I can easily view all the tendering information. Okay, and also the post-contract information. Okay, request for RFV. Okay, we also have this process, request for RFV. If you work with the developer, you have to know this. Okay, because every VO, it should come from here first. Okay, before it approved to become an actual VO. Okay, so we have all this way out the SOP also. Okay, you can see one of the RFV detail. So each RFV detail, you can see the financial standing. Okay, the original contract sums. Okay, and then the accumulate this one, the approved RFV. Okay, proposed RFV, current RFV, and then exceeding how many percent. All this. These are industry standard. Actually, when you're working with the developer, you should know this one. Okay, and then if you want to know the post contract, you want to see the post contract, you just go to here, post contract here. Okay, and then the system will go to the post contract for you to do the claim. So our BQ actually is last time I sell the BuildSoft actually basically for BQ only. BuildSoft actually I think during 2000 that time actually a lot of I think majority QS firm are using BuildSoft, but most of them they are using for BQ. But the tender comparison, contract management, all this using Excel. So I found that the shortfall, so I come out the BuildSpace to provide one-to-one end-to-end solution actually. So you can see up to the post contract, the system automatic. If you go in, you can see the automatic come out the claim percentage. If you want to claim this one, you can just type here. Let's say 30%. Okay, or you can just double click here. You can buy individual item also. Okay, you can go in by individual item. You can claim by percentage, quantity, or amount. Okay, and also you can manage the VO also. Okay, and then all this thing, all this BQ you cannot amend already because already form the contract. If any amendment is under VO. Okay, so the VO, we also have the approval. You can see the approved VO and then pending, preparing, all this, the VO status. And then you can see the supporting document. If you click, you can download whatever supporting document also from the VO. Okay, so these are proper documentation. And also we can print out the claim certificate. Okay, this one, for example, you go to claim certificate here, you can print out. Okay, we also cater for retention sum, release retention sum, all this, and then the final account. Okay, you can see from here, accumulate total, previous total, this claim. Okay, and then miscellaneous item. So these are claim certificate. Normally, the client, even though the contractor or QS or the developer also have this claim cert. Okay, so our system can easily track. Let's say I go back to here, you can easily track the claim cert number. You can easily view. Let's say you want to view the claim cert number 1, you can just click here, view, and then you go back to here. The system will show you the claim cert number 1. You don't have the VO yet. Okay, and then I view the claim cert, the latest one. So you can see from here, already got the VO all this amount. So this is the beauty of the system. Okay, if you do without the system, most of the time for the QS, actually they spend a lot of time on the adjusting the report using Excel. Okay, so this is what we do want to see actually. Okay, so I think that's all for my presentation. Okay, the overview of the idea of the digital solution for the QS. Okay, so I proceed to my this slide. Okay, so I think you know the anticipate the time saving lah. Now you can see just now 20 minutes. If my BQ ready, I can just call out anytime, and then I can close anytime. Okay, if all the party, but provided is all the party they digitalize together. If let's say the tenderer they didn't digitalize, they still need to download the BQ, okay, or they print out the PDF and then they need to convert everything inside the Excel and then do all this. It's still a lot of the work. So that's why we want to. So that's why you can see from here. Actually, our next slide actually is it. Our digital transformation solution actually is not only for developers, but also for the consultants, the QS consultant, architect consultant, all these consultant also. When they want to prepare the tendering, okay, the tender documentation, okay, and also the tenderer. Okay, the tenderer also they no need to have get the soft copy already. They don't need to get the hard copy. They can straight away log into the system to price it. And then for those tenderer that have our BuildSpace Pro, is much more value added lah. They can download the BQ like just now, and then they can do their own tender price inside their own BuildSpace Pro. Okay, and then the awarded contractor also they can use this platform to communicate. Okay, between each other, the client and also the project team. Okay, of course, if the awarded contractor they have our BuildSpace Pro, they can implement implement by using our e-claim submission also. They don't need to submit physically. Okay, whenever every monthly claim, okay, the system will auto notify all the awarded contractor. They can prepare their claim to submit. So the awarded contractor, they just prepare at their own pro and then they can submit through the system also. Okay, these are advantages. This is a digital transformation solution that we want to they say actually you want to implement for entire this one, the construction industry community. Okay, so this is our objective. So these are our current some of our clients testimonials. Gamuda actually, yeah, is our currently our major clients. Okay, since year 2018, Gamuda Land and Gamuda Engineering. Gamuda Engineering actually is for their construction arm. Gamuda Land actually is a developer arm, and UOA also, and then Hap Seng Land, okay, and then PDC, okay, Metro Hasil. We also have the contractor and the QS firm are using our system also. And then this is a test that you can see from here. Actually, on the left-hand side, actually is a testimonial from the Gamuda. They publish on their sustainable statement on their website. Actually, by using the BuildSpace, actually it save a lot. Okay, 1 year is about 140 millions. Okay, so these are some of testimonial. Okay, actually our ultimate vision is, because nowadays most of the construction company, they don't have the data. Actually, the data is very important, especially on the construction cost data. Now most of them are using Excel. Actually, Excel, you want to do some analysis, you want to search some cost data rates or for past project, not easily. Okay, you need to search far by far because you don't have the proper database to capture all this. So the BuildSpace, actually the idea is to gather the big data, the construction data. Okay, what is a big data for construction industry? Actually, it's a cost data. Nowadays don't have. Okay, but BuildSpace it have, but it must have a lot of a project inside. Only you can generate this big data for analysis, because now everyone talk about AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Actually, I don't know whether you think about in the future. Let's say you got any tender, you just import the tender inside the system. The system will automatically generate cost estimate and prediction for your tender rates. Yeah, I tell you, it's true. Okay, it's reality if you have a big data. Okay, but if you don't have data, of course it cannot make it. But if you have a lot data, that means this is possible. When you have any tender, you import, the system will auto calculate for you how much the cost estimate, okay, for entire tender. This is possible, okay. So we are moving to that direction also, actually, okay. Okay, so the purpose of to invite you guys to attend this webinar actually is first is we want to provide the e-certificate, okay, but you need to attend our the basic, the BQ preparation, okay, the training session on this Friday 3 to 4, and then we will create a account for you, the demo account for each interested participant, okay, to prepare the BQ inside and then submit. Okay, on the step 2, actually you need to submit before the BQ, the sample, the simple, actually it's a very simple BQ. We will give you in Excel format, and then we will, because we want to know how expert are you from Excel to import into our system. Okay, so you can submit before or on 4th of November, and then we will issue the e-certificate for you for this exercise. Okay, but other than this, okay, okay, maybe I get some the pools first. Okay, for those who are interested in this receive our free account. Okay, okay, whoever interested to participate, just this one actually is this, okay, this online learning, okay, on the BQ part only, actually, how to import, okay. Okay, at the same time I can answer some question first from here. Since a lot, okay, can you show us again on tendering process? I think just now already explained the tendering process. Okay, if not clear, actually you can email to us again, and then our team can because we have from time to time have webinar about the tendering process. Okay, and then is the library manager where the contractors own rates and import their own rates in the BQ? Okay, actually every BSpace Pro they have their own rates. Okay, maybe this one I can show a bit on the screen. Okay, the system here. Okay, I go to let's say I go to the contractor's own system, the BSpace Pro. Okay, so this is a contractor system. Actually, if you go to here, library manager, actually here for them to click the cost resource, for them to keep all the resources like material, labor, plant, all the costs here. Okay, so now actually we have a comprehensive library, and then we will provide free for the contractor also. And then the schedule rate actually is the BR rate. Okay, the contractor, they can keep their BR rates here. Let's say for example, damp proof membrane. Okay, they can go to the rates here, they double click, they can do the build up like material, labor cost, how much. Okay, so we have this cost library. Okay, and then the next question, is there any possibility BuildSpace being hacked? What are the security? Okay, actually we are using the cloud, we are using a third-party cloud. Okay, third-party cloud, now every cloud hosting company, they have their security to prevent from hacking. So this we have the expert to handle it on our cloud service provider. Okay, because we are purely on the software side. Okay, and but some client also we did, let's say some client they request, okay, they request for install on their own server, okay, or their own cloud server. We are doing that also. The BuildSpace can be used for both PWD, PAM tendering. Yes, yeah, it can be used for any tendering process. Okay, PWD actually again public works departments. Okay, actually we are promoting to JKR from time to time also. Okay, because you know that it's not easy to penetrate to the government market actually, because government we need a lot of thing need to do. Okay, so but we are still keep on in touch with them on this part. Okay, hopefully one day we have opportunity to promote to there. Okay, and then dear sir, actually what is the price of this software? Okay, our price actually is very cheap. Okay, and then if you become our, later we'll show you, because we have another certified trainer program. If you join, and then I will let you know more about this. Okay, and then for the contractor QS, they need to compare the price for the contractor to compare submitted by the actually we have the subcontractor comparison also. Is the BuildSpace Pro have that function? Yes, we have this subcon comparison also. Okay. Okay, maybe I can just quickly show on subcon comparison. Let's say I go back to project builder here. Just now I go to the tendering. Just now I tender for this project, actually project for education. You can see from here. Okay, and then I can go to the sub package here. Okay, you can just, let's say, your sub package for concrete works. Okay, and then you want to extract the concrete works. You can use either by bill, okay, or by schedule rates. If you by schedule rate, you can see just now I use what this one, the schedule rate. I can just stick concrete import. Okay, so the system, and then you can assign the subcontractor, assign types and unit here. Let's say this one. Okay, and then you can assign who are the contractor. Let's say contractor this one, subcon this one. You can select multiple subcon, and then you close, and then you can see concrete works. You automatic filter only this one, and then you can compare the price here. We also have the e-tender for this subcon. They can submit also. Okay, you can export to Excel to your subcon to price, and then you can import back. Okay, so I'm not going to further explain on this. Is it the BuildSpace based on SMM2 and MyCSM? Okay, actually we have if you go to library here, we have the BQ library. You can see from here SMM2. Okay. Oh, pop. Okay. 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 So you can see the SMM2 and also the MyCSMM. You double click, you can see this is MyCSMM. Let's say concrete works. We have the standard description for the MyCSMM and also the SMM2. Okay. So the people can, when you prepare the BQ, let's say for consultant prepare the BQ, they can easily copy from here also. Okay. So I think still got any other question? What is the words rates means in BQ? Okay, the rates is a unit price actually. Okay, and then the rate is different from one contractor to another contractor. This one, the rates is a tender comparison. If I think the rates is different from one contractor to another. Yeah, when you do the tender comparison, of course, it's a rate is different from one to another. Okay. I see. Okay, and then but we cannot see anything on the screen. Oh, you mean the subcon comparison? Is it this one? Okay. 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 I think sorry you can't close. Okay. Oh, I need to close the poll. Is it? I think. Yeah. Okay. So I just closed. Oh, close already. I think. Okay. 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 So I proceed to the next. Okay. Actually, our another intention is. Okay, whoever are interested to become our certified trainer program, to join our certified trainer program, okay, you are welcome to join. Okay, if you are the self-discipline and entrepreneur mindset, okay, let's say you have the intention to treat this one as your interest, okay, and then also you are interested in the IT for the construction, so we are welcome you. Okay, so first of all, you need to join our e-certificate, the accomplishment program. Like just now, you need to take yes, because you need to go through this process first. We want to make sure you know how to produce a BQ first. Okay, and then the second, we will attend. You need to attend a series of online training section provided by us. Okay, we will fully train by module. Okay, we will come out a list of module that you need to attend. Okay, and then you need to submit your assignment. Okay, and then if you pass, and then we will you are become our certified trainer lah. Actually, we will issue the certificate for you. Okay, and then you can earn extra income in the future, because now we need more and more support person to train our user. Okay, because we have got the more developer property well-known property developers will join our system. Okay, on board our system, so we need to train to more a lot of the vendors, the subcontractors, okay, tenderers. So we need more people to support this system. Okay, so if you are interested, actually you can show your interest here. the second poll actually is, are you interested to join our BuildSpace certified trainer program? Okay. Okay, and then while I think cannot close. If I haven't closed a poll, I think just now because I didn't close a poll, and then you cannot see the screen. Okay. For those who are interested to become a certified trainer program, actually we will train you by module for you to understand our this one digital solution for the QS. And also, I think this is a career opportunity also. If you join this program, eventually, because our intention is that one to provide, make our e-tender popular in the nation, especially on the nation first, okay, before we go to overseas. Actually, now we also got some overseas inquiry, okay, so, but we need to train our trainer first, okay. I think a student is a best because you're not in the industry yet, and then you might because I know I'm a student before, so if you sometimes you study also when you graduate also, maybe it's not like what you expected, want to become a registered QS or become a site QS, okay, maybe this is another opportunity for you, okay. Okay, I think got another question. Is there is a VO, is it only need to edit rates? Okay, VO, actually we have the VO process. Yeah, I think our team also uh, answer your question. Actually, VO we have the VO process. Nowadays, actually, most of the QS they handle the VO using the Excel, so you can easily actually make the mistake also. But our system has the proper way to handle the VO. Okay, and then the about BuildSpace certified trainer program, is it just learning of a normal BuildSpace? Okay, no, the certified trainer program actually is more comprehensive. Okay, because we have a series of a training module to the to our contractor user. Okay, not only the BQ, but the basic one is a BQ. You can participate on the BQ. Let's say you are not interested to our certified trainer program, you can participate on the previous the section one, the previous the post. That means that one is only for the BQ first. So we will issue the cert also if you participate on that. And then this one is another cert, the certified trainer program. Okay, so I think I close the poll. I think just now the person asking about the subcontractor, I think I didn't cannot see. So I go back to the tendering here, education. Okay, we have the sub package. Okay, maybe I can explain one more time. Let's say I want to extract I delete this one. Okay, let's say you want to extract the concrete works item from this tender. Okay, let's say you are the contractor, you price already, so you want to extract the concrete item. You can extract the item from schedule rate or by BQ also can. Let's say schedule rates, master rates, VRC, you tick import. Okay, so you can assign subcontractor. You assign types and unit. This one, let's say provided this one is a not is a terrace house, you can select different unit also. And then you can select which contractor. Let's say this subcon, save. And then this subcon, save. You can select multiple, and then when you close, you can see the screen here. You double click, okay, and then you double click again. You can see these two contractor come out, subcon, and then you double click. Okay, so you can see, you can price this subcon price. Or if we have the Excel, you can export Excel to your this subcon to price it, and then you can import back also. So this is a subcon comparison. This is you can compare the subcon price, and then this is your tender. Okay, so we have this feature for the contractor also. Okay, I think that's all about today's webinar. Okay, so see you again on this Friday. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I think got some question when the trainer program will be here. Okay, trainer program. Okay, we will come out the schedule. Okay, after this first this one the training session. Okay, we are keep in touch with those interested. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think got one person asked about certified trainer program take how long time you complete. This one will come out a complete schedule for you. Okay. Okay. Another question. I think one of your friend is interested. Okay, but not joining this webinar. Okay. So yeah, you can ask your friend to email to us. You can email to support. Okay, email to our support at pck.com. Or can register through the same link, but uh, yeah, if you cannot register through the same link also, they can email to us through the support at pck.com. I think it still can be a register because we have two sections.